Ira Epstein of Linn Associates with your morning flash update. And this update is for Thursday, the 19th of May, 2022, sitting here at about 8:25 a.m. Central Time. I'm impressed that the metal markets have come alive. This morning, when I was doing my morning update, I was making a point of showing the traders that the silver and the copper markets, which had both had embedded readings that were lost, bearish ones, owed a run towards their key 18-day average of closes. Seem to be underway right now. Whole market lifting up. News this morning out of Shanghai, still very good in the areas that aren't quarantined. There are no cases. That's a good sign. You're down quite a bit in the energy markets. As you can see, gasoline got hit pretty good today, about 15 cents lower. You're down in all aspects of it. You're still getting the fear bid. Now, the fear bid is showing up in the bonds and the notes. Traditionally, it also shows in the Swiss franc, which is occurring, and in our good friend, the Japanese yen. They're all getting it. So as the break in the stock market continues, and Kohl's did come out with their numbers, and they're a disaster. They were looking for 70-cent earnings. They got 11 cents. You now know why the two key executives have turned in their resignation. The company has put itself up with Goldman for options, another word for sale, and you try to figure that out. In the grain markets, while the beans are up, look at the wheat. It's getting hit pretty hard right here, and it seems to be losing some of its momentum, along with the cotton market, both down. You're finally getting more of a bid in the Bitcoin. Bitcoin's also a market that, like the metals, had lost its bearish embedded reading. You normally get more of a rally than it's given you there, so I'm looking for that to occur. Dollar getting hit pretty hard today, as you can see. So there's an unwinding of long the dollar and short the other currencies. It began very quietly with the loss of the embedded readings. About 3 days ago, 4 days ago, they started in series, and it has just escalated those currencies to higher prices. Our good friend there. Now, as we take a look at the markets right here, the jobless numbers came out. They're going the wrong way. Claims are increasing. They went up last week. They're going up this week. They are not going in the right direction, just so you'll know. What's good is the continuing claims continue to sink away, and they're dropping rather nicely. But I am concerned that the weekly claims keep moving up. The Philly Fed business. Now, this is such a confusing set of numbers. When you look at the headline, the activity, they were looking for 15. They got 2.6. That's a disaster. The paid index slipping. It's still strong, but it's slipping. The employment index, not as strong as it was either. They're gaining, but not at that pace. New orders picked up. That's confusing to me when you look at the activity slipping down. The shipment index soaring, so they're obviously catching up with older orders and moving them out. And the inventory's not building at a big strength. I don't know what to make out of that. The numbers are very confusing. At 9 this morning, we get the conference board lagging, leading, and coincident indicators. Energy analysts will look at 9 o'clock for the EIA numbers to see what they're doing. It's now 5 days in a row with no new cases in key areas of Shanghai. Grocery stores have reopened in many areas, not regular stores, just a grocery, and they're showing pictures. You know, the propaganda machines are out showing all that. Then, I keep hearing how bad Russian inflation is in our press. Yet, when you look at the numbers that their national office put out, inflation was up 0.5%. Let me come back to that if I could. 0.5% in the week of May 13th. That's down from 0.12. It's fallen in half. What is so bad with that? And annual inflation has also slowed a tad, not a lot. It's still running 17%. But those are numbers that aren't getting any worse, and that's the key that I'm looking at. What you saw coming up here are pivot points. Now, let me explain this. I'll just start this again. One of the most popular tools that I ever learned, and I learned it from an analyst that very famous, I can't mention his name, he was barred from the NFA years ago with how he was doing certain things. These guys get very good, they make all these claims, they get themselves into trouble. But that doesn't mean their techniques aren't good. He gets mentioned by Kramer regularly. It's unbelievable. We're barred as brokers in the NFA from dealing with and mentioning the name of people like that. But he taught me this. All right, and as he taught it to me, I applied it and still do, year in, year out. And what it is you're looking at the previous day, to give you an example, and there's a formula where you're looking to put on resistance points and support points. When you get them, you're looking for where the buy and sell signals come in on these different markets. From those buy and sell signals, you start playing with the market accordingly, and what I added was momentum. It's a heck of a day trading tool, and I think traders use it galore. Now, I've put a whole video series for free, not a charge, for free together. If you'd like to get it, just go to our website, www.iraepstein.com, and in the free offer section it is there. You can get to that also by just following my cursor if you're on your computer screen. Move it up here, give a click, it'll take you to the free offer section. Choose it and we'll get it to you. I'm Ira Epstein. You have a good day. I'll see you at the end of the day with the market wrap-up.